They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. 2nd and 5. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back to throw again. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing Jones. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So we come upon halftime here with it. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he returns this to the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton from 17 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the middle they go. Ballard. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Baron Browning leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good. Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, 14 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 81 yards. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Play smart, baby.
They'll look to throw again.
This will be caught. Jeudy.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing in that time, it was Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. The front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And my goodness, another interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by putting.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
He gets this one complete to Bowden.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Charles, a lot of